All right, saying I'm live. I'm checking in, y'all, trying to see if everything working. See if I can, because clearly I'm figuring this thing out. So trying to see what's going on. Um, oh snap! I guess I am live. Um, oh snap! I guess I am live. All right. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all can hear me out there. If y'all can hear me, I'm just trying to check and see if my live work. My first time ever doing live. I'm had to get this stuff set up because I feel that live is more so um, really the way to go. Honestly, just to get yourself into a groove and stuff like that. Excuse me for looking at my phone. I'm trying to see how this stuff going. Yeah. So, but as you all can see with the title, man, this is 6 month check-in. We in July, of course, right? So it's a reset. So today I just wanted to talk about that really and just get back on that because I think right now with us being in a 6 month, uh, basically 6 months into the year, right? It's time for us to really grind hard and get into what we're gonna do. So with that being said, I want you to challenge yourself these last 6 months, man, and really just hone in on whatever that may be because you got 6 more months to dominate the rest of this year. Don't worry about the stuff you can't control right now. Just worry about the things that you can control. And whatever it is for you, do that, because your discipline is key right now, especially with the way the world is moving and stuff like that. You want to make sure that you're centered and recalibrate yourself as much as possible. So you have to do that. Because if you don't do that, you're going to be on a whole other angle of this thing. Like, you're going to be on the wrong side of the boat. You don't want to be on the wrong side of the boat right now. This is not the time to be on the wrong side of any boat. You want to try to be on the right side of it right now as much as possible. So pick whatever it is for you. I know that you probably see a lot of stuff on YouTube, a lot of development stuff, a lot of things you should be doing, a lot of stuff. Like, just do what you can do for yourself. Like, do not overthink whatever is best for you. Like, what's best for you, and you do that, whatever it may be. Don't overthink it, man. I'm telling you, because once you overthink it, it's not going to be healthy for you. Just take one day at a time, whatever it may be, because you have to do that. Because if you don't, like I said, if you don't, you're going to have a life full of retraction and redoing stuff and all of that. You don't want to do that. So just make sure you on track with it. I also said this was a live Q&A. Why I said this is because whoever log in and stuff, like, I want to see any questions you may have for me or anything that's going on in your life and stuff like that. So sum it up. If you've never been on my channel before, I'm Coach Blanche. I'm the creator, founder of Blanche Coaching Agency. Our goal is to make sure you achieve your goals by any means necessary by using an action plan one day at a time. Do not go exceed harder than none of that stuff. It's just really straight to the point. So that's what my goal is. So just make sure you do what you have to do to get to whatever that goal may be. I've had questions told to me in the past and everything about like life question and stuff like that. And I can kind of go into those because I think that'd be a good icebreaker to have. Because if you think about it, when it comes to questions you ask people, I saw this quote, especially this. I actually saw this reel. It was Will Smith talking about nobody can give you advice about your life, which is true. Nobody can give you advice about your life, but sometimes we do have to have that assistance to get to where we want to go. And when you do need that assistance and you utilize it, I'm pretty sure you're going to have way more success with whatever that advice may be. Now, you may not listen right then and there when it's told to you, but over time, you'll see that, hey, that was correct or that wasn't right. Let me get back on track or let me do this or do that. It's all about recalibration. And I think that a lot of this stuff that go on, especially now in the world, man, we just not really centering ourselves. Like we just we just outside, like outside doing all this stuff, man. And granted, it may be worth it, right? It may be worth doing all these things that they're experiencing, or it may be a big waste of time, you know. And when you look at life and you look at the stuff you've done until now and how you want to be better and stuff like that, you can look at stuff where you're like, man, I can stop doing this, or I can stop doing that. I can exercise more. Whatever it is for you, do that. And it is going to be what's most beneficial for you in your life. I'm telling you, it's going to work every time. So when you are in these modes in life and going through these things, don't be troubled by it, because it's not gonna make life worse. Like it's not. It's gonna make it better. You're gonna go in here and do what you got to do. I think that life is definitely um one of those things that we experience every single day, and we have to do what we can do to make each day better or more fulfilling than the other one. And that all takes time. And don't overdo yourself, man. I think this happens a lot now when you're on when you live in life, man, especially if you're on social media. You see so much going on. Like you see so much going on. See this person bought a house, this person bought a car, this person got a new job, this person do this. You if you consume yourself with just looking at this stuff and you're not meeting the criteria to accomplish those goals, you're gonna instantly feel depression. It's gonna be instantly there. Like all top is gonna be there. And when it's there, don't be frustrated by it. Just know that hey, this is what I have to do. So I'm looking at this stream real quick. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I'm getting any type of hold on. I'm about to go in here. It'll show me on here. Okay, my bad. Okay, so okay, all right. So I got the chat going too, y'all. So right now, just put whatever question you may have in there, man. Anything you want to ask, you can put in the chat anytime, and I get to it. Just put it in there and we'll get to that as well. But back to the check-in stuff. The check-in, I really want you to really focus more so on how you want to have the year close out. So when we get to this New Year's Eve day, what do you think, or where do you want your life to look like at that time? You know, we count down, you know what I'm saying, that whole day, right? So if that's happening, you definitely want to make sure that you're doing what you have to do to get to that goal. And 6 months is a long time, man. It really is a long time to do what you have to do, because at this point in life, you definitely want to make sure that you're doing what you have to do. And if you're not doing what you have to do, write down whatever needs to be done for you to get there. And it may not be anything instantly, you know, but it definitely will be something for you to actually be like, hey, it's time for me to recalibrate this, or it's time for me to do that, whatever it may be. And I hope that it's something that you all um, consider doing. Um, my bad. My bad, y'all. I'm over here trying to send this link. I know it's late at night, but it's my first live, man. So I don't know what's to come of this, but it's fun. I think it's pretty fun doing this stuff. I really do like doing this stuff, man. It's really fun. So I had a question that somebody asked me that I'm definitely going to kind of tackle. Somebody asked me like, what should they do with their life? That's a big question to ask somebody. It really is. What should I do with my life? Now, this comes from a younger person, of course. So uh, when they said that, it really caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that question to be asked. I kind of thought a question would be like, hey, how do I become, you know, a firefighter? How do I become a cop? Or whatever it may be. I thought it'd be something more simple for me to like attack. And when I say to that, if you don't know really what you want to do with your life or what your passion is, you have to go back into your past a little bit. So if you like, what, 18, 19 years old, go look at that thing or whatever you used to do when you were younger that was natural for you. Let's say that you were a person that was an artist, that you used to draw all the time, like not just because it was kindergarten and they just gave you, but no, I'm talking about like you was drawing from kindergarten all the way to like 9th, 10th grade. You've been doing stuff for like almost 19 years, you're the baby, whatever that may be for you. look at that, and I will start there because that's where most of your passion and drive comes from when you were a young age, and it's something that was just you were automatically doing. Like you really didn't have to be taught it too much, but you probably had to be taught to get it sharpened as far as your skills. But it was something you were doing when you were younger, so you knocked it out. So when you were doing that thing, whatever that may be, you have to look at that. Let's say, hey, I was drawing when I was a kid, right? I stopped drawing when I was like 16 or 17, and I don't know why I stopped. I just stopped just because I felt like it wasn't something that bring me money in the future or whatever it would be. Now, granted, yes, art can be one of those entrepreneurial opportunities where you may not make the amount of money you may want to make, but it's still your passion though. So when your passion will always outweigh your salary. Like your passion would drive your salary too. Like it would drive it to go in the direction where you want it to go because you're so passionate of what you're doing. And it's something that life will present to you and probably has presented you already. And you just probably just overlooking it. But it's okay if you overlooked it, but just have to go back to that. That's the first thing I would say. Go back to what you think that you were doing that was bringing you happiness and joy and got you like, oh man, this is beautiful. So for me, when I was a kid, I always like the kid that was making people laugh and making people smile and stuff and making them happy and helping them. I just was always liked it as a kid, and I also was entertaining too. Like I was like, man, how old was I? I was probably like around. I was probably like around whenever the Hey Ya song came out. I think it was 2004, 2003. I performed the entire song to my whole elementary school. So it's like hundreds of kids, right? And I performed that whole song by myself, right? And that was a young age, right? And obviously, I'm not going to be a rapper. That's not what I knew. That wasn't my round to be a rapper. It wasn't what my passion was. But my passion was seeing like, man, like I don't know what these kids in these crowds may be going through. I never will ever know. But at that moment right then and there, when I was singing, hey y'all, hey, everything was up and everything was cool and everybody was fine for them short 5 minutes of that song, right? And there was that moment where I was like, one of the moments I was like, man, dang, I really was had an impact at a young age. Didn't really know how to navigate it, and what they look like. And it was exciting. It was very exciting to see that. And I'm glad that I did do that. And when I got the next grade, I did like they used to do Langston Hughes poems, all this type of things that was like putting me on stages and being able to speak to a large amount of people at a young age. So when I got older, I had to recalibrate and like, man, what was that thing that I was doing? It was just it. And then now I figured out now, man, now is coaching. Like I help people the same way. I'm entertaining with my coaching because I feel that this coaching realm, people not really more so entertaining with it, like making it fun, but you gotta make it somewhat fun for the client because if it's not, they're not gonna complete it. You gotta make it exciting and stuff like that. And also gotta make it attainable, of course. So that's where I got to where I'm at. But it's one of the questions that I would definitely tell like an 18 or 19-year-old, like look back in your past on what really gave you that passion and motivation, man, to get you to where you at. Because that's really what is gonna be for now for you. And once you do that, you just figure out ways to sharpen it. Like for me, I had to figure out how to do this content stuff and learn this day by day. I didn't, I don't know much about these cameras and all this other stuff, but I know at the end of the day, um, I'm doing what I feel needs to be done, and I got to figure this stuff out. But it definitely is something that I definitely recommend people to do. Whatever your craft is, definitely get into it, man, and learn this thing. Because if you don't learn it, man, you're gonna be kind of mad about it. You will. I mean, you're gonna be mad about it because you're gonna be frustrated. You'll be frustrated because um you can do so much in that time frame. I think that it's definitely one of those things that you have to sit to yourself and think like, hey man, I'm gonna do better with this. Or I'm gonna perfect my craft or do better in my life because I want to be better. And when you get that mindset, you will do it. Um, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to really get on this thing. All right. All right, y'all. So yeah. So basically, 6 month check in is whatever that is for you. My 6 month check in for me, I just like I'm trying to completely recalibrate myself. So I'm focusing on fitness, focusing on health and my diet. I'm doing like the keto whole 30. I don't know if you know about either one of those, but whole 30 is basically where you're doing all natural ingredients and all natural food. So you would do only meat and vegetables. And if you don't eat meat, something like that, it would just only vegetables. And you try to avoid as many carbs as possible with keto. But keto, you can eat cheese, stuff like that. Whole 30 you can't eat cheese. So I'm kind of like doing a whole 30 keto mix, trying to see how it is. Today I did like 9 miles. Well, I did five, I ran four and some change, and then walked four and some change. Did that. Uh, so it just day was day 8, but trying to really dominate a lot this next 2 months, and I made it a point to figure out this live stuff. So I'm glad that I did figure it out because now I feel very confident in doing lives. It's just more so of being a little bit more in tune with what I'm gonna do with it because I don't know if I want to do lives every day or not because I'm not sure if I want to do that. I think there may be something that may come later because right now I feel like the live stream world is kind of saturated a little bit, but I'm not gonna say saturation. I'm just gonna say that you got to know what you're doing with these lives. These lives can get really, these lives can become somewhat like oversaturation as far as your content. You don't want to give everything out at once, but make sure you follow, subscribe, share this as well. I think that this is important because this is just a check-in and helping people get to where they want to go. I think that hold on. All right. Yes, I put in the live stream what you ought to put some things you want to accomplish this year for the rest of the year. Things that um you believe that you want to get done by December 31st, man, or whatever it is for you. I haven't really thought too much about December 31st because it's such a lot to think about, but it definitely something to meditate on and think about what you want your December 31st to look like, how you want to bring in 2025 and what's going to be accomplished by that time frame for you to be like, you know what, yeah, I did this and I accomplished this. Whatever it is for you. Um, what else I was talking about? Right now I'm looking at, yeah. So far as, yeah, also you want to look at the 6 months you already accomplished, like what you've already done so far. Like what have you done from January 1st to June, to the end of June, right? Like what did you do in that time frame and what you accomplished so far? And it's more so the appreciation piece. I really believe like a lot of people right now, man, you all should really be considering doing like a hard 75 or a whole 30 or something like that because those things will reset you. I don't know if you I don't know if y'all know anything about Hard 75. I'm gonna look it up again so I can make sure I don't get it wrong. But Hard 75 is definitely one of the ones I consider people should consider doing if they are having a reset. It consists of a lot, but it's definitely a life changing thing to try. Especially we in the middle of the year. It's the best part to really think about doing it. Hold on 1 second. Let me try to read this to y'all. Yeah. But it basically gives you a whole like it gives you a whole reset in your life for real. It says, hold on. All right, so all right, all right. Oh no, this thing. So hard 75, man. So there's something that I did before. I didn't complete it. I put out there. I did not complete the whole 75 days. I don't want to be a false advertiser. I didn't complete the whole 75 days, but I did do I think 15 days. And it did do a lot for me, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Like this something I definitely think you all should consider getting into because if you haven't, it's definitely gonna be one of them things that you're gonna wish you did. It definitely a big reset. Bar 75, basically what you're doing is you following a diet. right? Whatever the diet is for you. So you can't do no alcohol, nothing like that. You know, you got to cut out all that stuff. Complete two 45-minute workouts. They said one should be outside. Now, granted, you know that it may rain and stuff like that. Obviously, don't do it if you got bad weather. But if you got a nice day outside, do one outside and one inside, or you can do both inside just because of the weather. And take a progress picture and drink 1 gallon of water a day and read 10 pages of a book. Audio books do not count. I think they just added that because I think I did. Nah, yeah, they just added that because I show did a regular book. So yeah, so no audio books on that. Do that for 75 days. I think another one was saying that you have to also list like 25 things that you are appreciative of or something like that. But that's like the second level of hard 75. But it's the basic hard 75. Read, gallon of water, take progress picture, and then complete the 45-minute workout. And then after that, you'll follow your diet, of course. So this hard 75. Hard 75 is supposed to improve confidence, self-esteem, perseverance, self-worth, self-belief, fortitude, and gritness. So it's supposed to make you turn you into a beast, basically what it would do. And if you think about it, doing 2 workouts a day for 75 days, you definitely gonna be a beast anyway. So this a whole nother level, I'm telling you. So you do that, you're definitely gonna be straight. I did it before. I definitely recommend it. I'm just gonna put in other ideas. Whole 30, like I told you, whole 30 basis, you eating natural foods or organic, whatever you eating, like just chicken, just meat and vegetables, basically what it is. Some fruit. That's all it really is. In the story on it. 30 days, clean, no alcohol. Also, only drink water. You can drink sparkling water, but no sodas. That will whole 30 consist of. And it also provides a lot of benefits as well. I think this is something I recommend people that don't really exercise a lot. If you don't exercise a lot, this may be more for you because it definitely improves skin, hair, nails, give you higher energy levels, better sleep patterns, fight inflammation, and effective weight loss, and then it can improve your blood sugar level. So this is one of those diets that has changed people's lives, get them off high blood pressure, stuff like that. Definitely recommendation. Obviously consult with your doctor, anything like that. Do not follow. I'm not a certified doctor or dietitian, anything like that, but I am a coach and a counselor. So I definitely would like for you to go talk to your physician or doctor before doing any of these things I'm talking about, because it may not apply to you and you may not be able to do these things. You may have to do a modified version of this. So make sure you know that as well. Also, after that, you can also think about doing a type of journal for yourself. I don't know what that may be for you, but journaling helps a lot. If you think about your life and what happens every day, you don't remember everything happened every day. So like, let's say we in July 8th, you probably didn't know what happened January 18th. Probably didn't forget that day. You don't know nothing significant probably didn't happen, probably just a regular day. So journaling may help you with that as far as like you tracking your progress in life and what you went through and stuff like that. You obviously gonna have things that you know you went through, of course, right? But also you want to have situations where you know what you went through and be able to be a testimony to other people. And it doesn't have to be public testimonies, okay? I have to elaborate this. Your story is your story, okay? If you choose to put it on YouTube, that's your business. If you don't want to do on YouTube, you don't want to do it anything like this, that's great too. For me, I'm a person where like I'm okay with being transparent and telling my story to the masses because I feel like it'll help people. Now, I'm not saying that you're not helping people by not doing it. It just will take time for you to be in a mode. You're like, oh man, I'm gonna just go on YouTube, go live, and whatever. Like it's gonna take a lot of time to get to that point in life, but you will be cool. Trust me, it's gonna work out. You just gotta be able to be transparent with one person about your story, and you will change their life. Trust me. People that hear different stories, especially stories of triumph, and when you went through the trenches on stuff and been through bad situations, those are the times where people perk their eyes and be like, man, like, oh my gosh, like let me get on real quick. So it's gonna definitely be one of them times, a lot of them times for you. But don't be discouraged by it at all. Like whatever your story is, man, it's gonna be times where God will put it in your heart where you got to tell somebody. You'll tell somebody about your story, and then inspire that person to be better, and or inspire them to stay on the right track, or inspire them to get um off of the wrong track, right? So just make sure that you all doing what you got to do out there, because at this point now, man, it's getting real. And discipline is what's going to separate you right now. Discipline is going to be the biggest thing. The biggest thing is going to be you and your discipline. Discipline and you. Their relationship, man, is a love-hate relationship, but that's what's going to separate your life and start bringing that gap. Yeah, so what this going to do is it's going to help you understand that, hey, where I am in my life, I can do way better than I'm doing, right? But you're going to start seeing a gap happen in your life. And with this gap is, I call it a reality gap. That's what I call it. It's hard to see it happen. So we go from your life when you were a child and you go to when you turn 30 or whatever. You start seeing the people that you grew up with, the people you knew, and all this stuff, and people that you used to hang out with, people you don't hang out with, people you just knew in general. And you start seeing this gap. And this gap can be a multitude of things. This gap can be knowledge gap. It can be financial gap. It can be experience gap. You will see so many variations of it. And the reason why you may see your gap growing larger and larger and larger is because you're doing things that consist of more discipline and more things that are more in tune with yourself. You're not trying to copy other people, not trying to do other things that people don't want to do. You're doing things that they don't want to do. Like you that's what you got to think about it. Like when Kendrick said "Not Like Us," that's a great song. It's the bop of the year, right? But the "Not Like Us" part, just focus on that. The "Not Like Us" piece is basically explaining, and I know he was talking about other stuff, but what I received from it was that "Not Like Us" is basically talking about how, what are you doing differently from me to where you believe that you're better than me because you did something, if that makes sense. You did something. You're an artist too, right? You're a rapper. Great. You're a rapper. I'm a rapper. Great. But are you better than me because of what? How are you better than me? In this situation, okay, you make more money than me. You got a concert that probably was worth more than mine. But am I more in tune with the craft of rap than you? Or am I doing things that you're not doing? You don't see me in the club popping bars, all this stuff. But you doing that, right? I'll be at home chilling. I'll be Kung Fu Kenny, but you not. So that can go into so many realms because you can think about how you wake up in the morning. Everybody wakes up in the morning, but everybody wake up in the morning and do different things. Some people wake up in the morning, don't go to gym. Some people wake up in the morning, read. Some people wake up in the morning, they go just get ready to go straight to work. It's all different things, but all come down to your discipline on whatever you're gonna do. This is what it comes down to, your discipline, and then also your effort on trying to be better and you putting that effort in. Because if you don't put that effort in, man, you're gonna be very, very, I'm not gonna say disappointed. If you don't put the effort in, you're gonna just be seeing things go by that you wish you could have been a part of. Dang, that's deep. Yeah, if you don't put in any effort, you're gonna just see things just go past by you that you wish you were a part of. Like you're gonna just see it day by day or year by year. And at that point, you're gonna have a wake-up call eventually where you're like, man, dang, I shouldn't have passed the opportunity up, or I should have just did this or did that. But you can't dwell in the past on what you didn't do. You have to change. You have to actually make a change for the better. So I just think that at this point, it's best to actually do what's best for you and improve your life day by day. Whatever it is, that 1% is a 1%, as always. Hold on, what these folks talking about? I'm in this competition, this smile competition. Oh, oh man, this is funny. Yeah, so I may do these live streams more often. I'm not sure, but right now, I'm definitely glad that whoever tuned in. I'm not really knowing how this works after this. I'm thinking about shutting. Oh, I got 2 comments. Oh, hold on. Oh, dang. I got people on here. Okay, hard 75 tomorrow. Okay. Bit. Hey, this lit. This dope. I definitely yeah, Star Hard 75 tomorrow. Bit. Hey, that what's up. Hard 75 is lit. Becoming true to you. I'm putting it in there. Yeah. I definitely should consider doing it. What are things that have okay, what's another one? What are things that have been helping you stay motivated first 6 months? Ooh, things that have been keeping me motivated right now. Man, that's a hard question. Really not hard. My support system mainly has been keeping me motivated, honestly. Like the people I have around me have been keeping me motivated. Because even if I don't like talk to them every day or anything like that, it's always like one little quote or something like that said. It's like, oh man, let me go and get back into it. Like my mom, she always be like, Prince, you go to the gym today? Like she asks me that like every time on the phone. And I'd be like, why she always asks me that? But I don't be mad about it. But I be like, she just be she didn't know that I'm always in the gym. So she like, oh well, I'm just asking just because this is mainly how she do it. But it's a part of accountability too. But she doesn't probably realize that. But it is. So they definitely keep me motivated. And knowing that it's somebody out there that's inspired by me, that's another thing. Somebody out there seeing me, what I'm doing and trying to get inspired from it, whatever it may be that I'm doing. I get a lot of support for things that I do. And I'm blessed to have that. I'm blessed to have supporters, which is a great thing because not everybody has that now. Other things that kept me motivated besides that, I would just say progress. So like looking at how I was in January, because January was a crazy month for me, man. It really was. There was a lot going on. A lot going on back then. But I'm at this point now where I'm just glad that I'm finally in a situation now where I can just really give time, to my craft and stuff like that, and just be, just not have different distractions and stuff like that, and doing what I love to do. I think this like the biggest thing, and I'm happy for that. Those things keep me motivated. But this basically mine for sure. But thank y'all though, because I sure didn't know how to do this stuff, and I'm confused, but I'm learning it though. So I know how to do it. I had to set up this stuff all on my own, y'all. So I know I ain't got no background. I'm gonna get a picture of something up here. I know that. I'm gonna get that up, and I'm gonna start doing. These lives, but they're gonna be more planned out. Just right now, they just 32 minutes. God dang! I mean, there's a whole show. My bad, y'all. Ain't no going that long. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a lot of tweaks to this. This is my first one. I like the first one, and I like the rawness of the first one because I just know like I can do so much better. I can do way better than this. But I'm definitely in a mode now where I'm just excited to actually do this because this was something I wanted to do, and I did it today. So I accomplished the hard part of the day, besides the 9 miles I did. But I definitely accomplished the hard part of the day, and I'm excited for it. But other than that, man, what are things that you all want to accomplish December 31st? That's really the question. What do y'all want to accomplish by December 31st? What is some on your list? You don't have to put everything, but whatever on your list. Because right now, it's time to call it. You know how they call them NFL teams who gonna win championship and all that? Time to call it. I think for me, I got a list on mine. Let me see what else I got on mine. I got a list, but because I got a board in my room, and the board got so much stuff on it, and I know it's some stuff I accomplished on there, but I'm trying to see how much left I got on some of this stuff I got on there. But I know the biggest thing is really getting all of this stuff down, far as this live stuff, this content creation stuff, and plans. I got other things in the works I'm thinking about doing, y'all. So I'm trying to do trying to create my own version of a challenge. More to come on that. I'm trying to create my own version of a challenge because I've been doing well, just a little bit backstory. When I was in the military, I used to help people with their PT tests, their physical training tests, stuff like that. So I used to help people do those things, those exercises and pass tests, all that stuff. And I also help people, put them on different diet plans I've done, all this other stuff. So I'm trying to find a healthy combination of all of this stuff uh, to show what needs to be done to get you to your optimal state. And I don't think a lot of these challenges are showing people how to get to their optimal state, because optimal state is not just the physical. There's one piece. You got to do spiritual and mental too. So what is something that can do all of it at once? And that's what my plan, that's what my challenge is like a 30-day challenge, and it consists of all of the different facets of it. But it's calculated for you to where you can do it, and it's literally gonna be only 30 days. I feel like if you go past it, if you do go past it, it's great, but 30 days is your own personal measure for what that would be for you. So I definitely have more in for that. That's something that I definitely want to put on my list to get done by the end of the year. It's gonna take time, but I'm definitely gonna try to put that together. It's one of the things in my mind. Other than that, I really don't got nothing else for the second 6 months, but the first 6 months, it's just been pretty much just one day at a time. Everything one day at a time. Really, I'm really excited that that we are here in July 8th, right? It's July 8th today. So we got like 6 months left, give or take. Well, really, yeah, 6 months really, but and after that, man, it's gonna be it. So I thank y'all so much for tuning in to the live. I don't know how to upload this stuff, so I'm gonna learn that part too. But that's the live stream from today, man. I really don't have much else unless you all got any questions or anything. Cause I know this is definitely impromptu, and I'm definitely like shocked that I did my first live. So I feel like I knocked out one of the things that was on my personal attack list. Most people want to go skydiving and stuff. This is my version of my skydiving, and I did it today. I'm proud of myself. All right, y'all. Y'all a good night. I know it's late. It's about 10:30. So I'm gonna go and be out of here and try to figure out how to upload this stuff. All right, y'all. Peace out, man. Make sure y'all follow, comment, subscribe, share, whatever it may be. And make sure you all know about when the next live will happen. Peace out, y'all.